So, all you wonderful people of the internet, I am the ZodiacLord, and please do not suggest fusion combinations in the comments. If you'd like to vote on the next fusion, please just go down in the description where you can find a poll and to the link to where you can vote on the next one. Thank you. Finally! I am so excited for this one. I have been wanting to do a Garnet Ametrine fusion since I basically started this series, in all honesty. And I'm ready to talk about it, but I want to get some kind of formalish stuff out of the way first about the series as it is, because as all of you Steven Universe fans probably know, there was a new Steven Bomb and 2 new characters now. Hooray! Aquamarine and Topaz, and I love the small British business lady a lot. So I guarantee a lot of you probably saying just like, are you gonna add them to the poll or whatever? And the answer is yes, I will add them to the poll. But I also decided that it might be kind of fun because a while back, whenever I did my series talking about my gemstonas and doing all the little doodles of them, which you can find on my channel somewhere, just look for like my gems series, whatever it's called, where I had my Sapphire and Ruby characters who hated each other, Cognac Sapphire and my Ruby. And there were some people way back when wondering if I could ever add them to the polls, and originally I didn't want to because I don't really draw them that often, but I decided, you know what, why not add them to the polls now? Because, I mean, why not? Like, add 2 canon characters, add 2 fan characters. I mean, you get 4 characters, and it's kind of a win-win for people who like canon characters and people who like my OCs, which is shocking that there are people who like my OCs. But you know, so I just want to say yes, I will be adding them to the poll this week. So you can now vote for Aquamarine, Topaz, Cognac Sapphire, or my Ruby character. Feel free, go for it. And also, let me just say this real quick. Please don't comment anything about just like how there's now a canon Topaz and about how I have my blue Topaz character and stuff like that. I am aware that there is a new canon Topaz, alright? And my brother and I discussed a way we could have our Topaz work without changing the gem or anything like that, and there will be a video discussing that eventually. I just need some kind of footage or something there, but you know, I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, so please don't comment about that because I'm not gonna respond to you because I already kind of got it figured out. So yeah, just throwing that out there. So let's just talk about this fusion because I really want to talk about it. So first of all, I just want to emphasize this is a 4-gem fusion. This is my first ever 4-gem fusion. Exciting. Which is interesting because I did that special so long ago of the like fusion of the fusion, but that ended up being 3 gems because it was only Peridot, Lapis, and Steven. So this is actually my first 4-gem fusion, and it's the fusion of 2 permafusions. Yay! Whenever I started this fusion series thing, even back before I had the name change, I hoped one day I'd be able to do this fusion. And I mean, I'm sure you could probably wonder, like, well, Zodiac, why didn't you just start it off? Why did you even have people vote on the first one? Why didn't you just do this one first? And honestly, I don't know why. I don't know why I chose to let people vote rather than just do this one first because I wanted to do it so badly. But looking back on it, I am so glad past me made that decision. Because if you look at my older fusions compared to my newer ones, you can tell they are improving. They're a lot better than a lot of my newer fusions are a lot better than my older fusions. So thank you past me for choosing to wait. So yeah, honestly, this was just so much fun. I love doing this, and I swear my tablet could have broken for any other fusion and I would have been okay, but like this fusion, I was like, my tablet broke. I'm like, why? This is what I was so hyped for. But now I get to do it, and now we have the lovely animatic thingy of Garnet and Ametrine doing their dance thingy, which was so super fun, honestly. I had a lot of fun doing that. I thought it would be fun because my brother, Omega Rega, he suggested that for this one, rather than having just Ametrine and Garnet dancing, I have Ruby, Sapphire, Citrine, and Amethyst all chilling together for the little quote-unquote fusion dance, and I had already been considering that, so the moment he said it, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm doing it. So yeah, that's why you have a little four-way little couple time over there. I don't even know what to call it, but I like how that picture turned out, honestly. It just looks cute. I love it. I also, before I forget, I want to explain the reason why I picked Pad Paradishka. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. Oh my god. Pad Paradishka Sapphire, aka Orange Pink Sapphire. And that was thanks to James Tizio. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but that's thanks to him, because he suggested it 2 weeks ago on my last Fuseday Tuesday, and I want to thank you 1,000 times for giving me that suggestion, because this one was going to be hard to pick a gem for. But he suggested the gem, and he gave me like 5 reasons as to why it would work, and I swear the fourth option he gave me was what won me over, I swear to God. But I want to read you his comment on his reasons that he gave, because I thought they were awesome. I thought they were very cool. So thank you 1,000 times, James Tizio. You were a lifesaver. So the idea was that Orange Pink Sapphire, the colors of OPS match what you would get by mixing the color pads of Garnet and Ametrine, which I was like, yeah, that's good. That's a good thing for a fusion, you know. Second, OPS is also associated with the sacral chakra, which seems very fitting for a fusion of 2 loving relationships. Third, OPS also gets part of its coloring from iron, the same place Ametrine gets hers. Fourth, I'm going to skip because it's so awesome. Finally, it said that OPS has a balancing energy, like 2 loving relationships coming together and make an even 4-gem fusion. And the fourth reason that, like, all those were awesome, and I loved all of those, they seem very fitting. But the fourth option, I swear, OPS could also stand for overpowered ships, and it won me over. I loved it. But yeah, so thank you so much, James Tizio. You are literally a lifesaver. But yeah, my God, how much more do I have to talk about? If you can't tell, I'm trying to talk fast because there's so much I wanted to talk about in this. There's just like a lot to talk about. Also, I wanted to say, hooray! Finally, a canon gem is won. I was gonna say that at the beginning, but this is kind of rushed. I'm doing this way later than I wanted to do this, but yay! Finally, a canon gem finally wins after like a whole long bout of just OCs and OCs. So I know there's probably going to be a lot of people who are excited for that, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't care who wins anymore, because I'm glad to be out of that rut of just knowing what kept coming next. And this one I totally don't know, because it could be a lot of things, because, I mean, part of me thinks, I've heard some people bounce around ideas of what they wanted to do, which has been interesting, but also since I'm adding Aquamarine and Topaz and the canon Topaz, I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of votes thrown that way. So what might happen? I genuinely don't know, and that excites me. So yeah, also a lot of you were asking if I could talk more about the fusion's personality and what I think it would be like, because I don't do that as much as I should. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit, because I definitely have this one in mind, trust me. So to me, Orange Pink Sapphire, as I'm going to call her, because I don't know if I'm pronouncing the long name right, but to me it would be just kind of like pretty obvious, like just mega mom ant fusion who just like, she loves all her babies and will kill anyone who touches her babies. I also had this idea that, in my mind, that she'd be, like, she wouldn't be as large as you'd imagine her to be. Like, maybe only about as big as Sugalite, which is not as big as, like, you'd imagine they would be, you know, compared to what else we've seen. Especially for, like, a 4-gem fusion with 2 quartz soldiers, you know. But the only reason why is because I have my own personal theory on fusions that their stability also, like, is kind of related to their size to me, because I got thinking about it, because I'm realizing Malachite, this 2-gem fusion, is as big as Alexandrite, this 4-gem fusion. And I was thinking, that's really weird. So I had this idea that maybe that the stability of gems also can change how big or small they are, And so that's kind of why I imagine her not being as enormous as Alexandrite, you know? I think I want to say one reason why I was so hyped for them to fuse as well, not just because they're both permafusions and it would be kind of like love squared, you know, that whole joke, but also because I think, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Ametrine was very much inspired by Garnet and kind of to pay a bit of homage to Garnet since she is like the permafusion of the show, you know. And I mean, you can kind of see that not just in the fact that, like, you know, she has, like, they both have visors and stuff like that, but also just, like, if you look at just the parts of the permafusions, my Amethyst, Amy, and Ruby have pretty similar personalities, and Sapphire and Citrine both wear dresses are kind of noble-esque. I mean, Citrine is not a noble, but she is, like, I like to call her a noble soldier, as some of you like to know, as some of you may know. But so I mean, that's kind of like, it's just kind of, oh man, it was just fun for me, honestly. I thoroughly enjoyed this fusion, and for once, I actually really love how the colors came out. That like never happens. But so yeah, that is Cognac Sapphire, however you pronounce it. I apologize to anyone I'm offending by not pronouncing it correctly. But the loved square diffusion of two permafusions, hooray. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that. I know I enjoyed this. I know the struggle was real, you know. So please go vote. This time is finally Garnet. Woohoo! Who knows? I can't wait to see who wins this week. I'm ready to get back on schedule after having a broken tablet for a while. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed. I can't wait to see you till the next video. Zodiac out.